Hey, Blue Table fans. Sean here. I've drank a potion of invisibility, and so it hasn't worn off yet, but I have to make this video. There's really no way around it. Yeah, here, hello? Yeah, see, I'm waving. Oh, hey! All right. No, actually, to tell you what's really going, yeah, no, there's no potion of invisibility. How do I look, guys? How do I look? So I'm here with Veronica, and by the way, Vero is 5'9", so...
You've told him this
that's
before.
Have I really?
I think so.
Yeah, well, I became interested in height, you know, for a while. I'm like, how tall are people? Anyway, okay, so Vero, tell us all about it. Tell us about your things you've been painting recently. Here, let's move in closer too. Closer. I love the snake pendant, by the way.
Okay,
it's very Halloween-y.
I made it myself. I mean, I didn't make the pendant, but, you know, made the necklace.
Oh, you made the necklace? You made that snake thing?
You just throw some stuff on a string and you got a necklace.
All that kindergarten Play-Doh practice really
pretty easy.
paid off. Yeah. So anyway, stuff you've been painting.
I'm working on a pretty awesome Harlequins project right now. I like those. They're a huge pain because of they always have like the crisscrosses on their legs and...
Oh yeah, all the tiny details.
But luckily they're all like level 5 at least, so it allows me to go in and do some cool details on them. So they take a while, but they look really cool when they're done.
Good.
I'm pretty excited.
I love freehand. It's the best. What else? Tell us all about it. I'm giving you a chance to talk, by the way.
Sure, yeah. I'm working, I don't know, there's this horse trailer, which is totally...
Oh, yeah, that project is so off the beaten track,
yeah,
right?
it's like way different. You know, usually I'm painting like ogres or spaceships or geeky stuff, and this is like a horse trailer. Yeah,
two 3D printed horse trailers, and that have to be kind of photorealistic.
Yeah.
You know?
So.
And I was going to do like little diorama bases, you know, but the guy was like, no, I already have something I'm going to put them on.
So no bases.
So, yeah, I think it's like this old rancher type guy that's, you know, made good, now he's playing with his toys.
Yeah, we were theorizing maybe he has like a train set or something that he wants to like have a little horse section on, or you know how there's like the train people. I feel like there are a couple of different people who like miniatures, you know, it's like the RPG, like Dungeons and Dragons crew, and then there's like the Warhammer. There are a couple of various games like that, and then you get like the people who just like to set up like realistic little scenes for no apparent reason, which is...
What kind of modelers are there? There's guys that do like war dioramas, you know, a tank is stuck in the mud and the crew's like getting it out, or all those things. And those guys, the skill level is through the roof. And their clients have to be paying quite a pretty penny for that work because it's very narrow skill set.
Game of War or game... There's like a war... There's a war game too. Where they have all of those,
the Game of War.
But what is it? It's something like... It's... Tom, do you know?
Yeah.
Man.
Tom didn't want to be on camera, by the way.
I just dug myself
and left Vero, just pushed Vero into the bus. Yeah. Into the bus. I don't throw people under the bus. I throw them on the bus.
It got Mean Girls.
It's still unpleasant, but, you know, it's better than being under it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he totally threw me on the bus. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Oh, I don't even know. I was saying,
all right, we were talking about different types of people that collect models.
Yes.
You would have, like, model cars.
Yes.
Like you go into Michael's or wherever,
I've never done one of those, though.
Hobby Lobby, and they still sell like model cars.
Yes.
That's still a thing.
And model planes and all that, but strangely enough, out of the thousands of figures that I painted, we don't really get a lot of model cars.
Yeah. Mostly wargamers.
Yeah.
Wargamers are an interesting crowd. Like it is definitely a subculture, and the subculture is this. Mostly, vast majority, like 99%, are just great humans. I think the wargaming group attracts like good people for some reason. Yeah, they're real nice.
We have to be really
had a really good experience.
Dedicated and passionate to want to get all those figs.
Ooh, and volunteer spirit too. Like if you go to a convention, people that show up early are setting up tables. They're not just sitting there like, well, this isn't my job. Right. They better set them up. They're all actually like helping and participating. It's really great.
And just like anything, I mean, when you are around a bunch of people that are also passionate about something that you like, you get more excited about it. So, you know, it's like going to a concert or any kind of convention, you know, but if you're going to a convention...
Are other groups of people that way?
I mean, yeah.
Because I have to admit, I haven't really been in...
I mean, it's a certain kind of crowd. Like, you know, I've been to some concerts where the fans that go are really just all horrible people somehow. And I'm like, wow. You know, I mean, well, think about if you went to like an Insane Clown Posse show.
PC gamers. Insane Clown Posse?
You know, those guys are crazy.
Tell me, just hold on a second. I'm going to put Veronica in the shot. And you're going to say if you've been to an Insane Clown... Oh, you haven't?
No.
Okay. No, I was going to get like a confession on tape that you had...
No, I don't need to go. They've got plenty of videos that make
there was an earlier Veronica.
Go. And I know how magnets... you know. So, yeah, no, never. But I'm just using that as an example of like, you know, you wouldn't necessarily always want to go where people are, you know, at their thing.
At their worst? Oh, at their thing.
Yeah, you know, like
all right.
You might enjoy wargaming stuff because you're kind of that way, but like you probably wouldn't enjoy going to a Insane Clown Posse show.
Yeah, there you go.
Most normal people would not enjoy that, I'd imagine.
Oh, okay. Well, we just drew that out of the air. Yeah. Okay, so having you been working with Blue Table Painting for, it feels like at least a year.
Almost.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
And Vero has a degree in fine arts. So she's already like this accomplished artist. It's really amazing. And so what's been your favorite project?
Really liked one of the first ones I did, and then I got to redo it later. The Silver Tower stuff is just so much fun.
Yeah, you've done a couple of those.
Really bright. You know, I like that you get to have those kind of crazy colors, and for them, we also did some really fun, like custom stuff to just use for decoration around the board. And I had a lot of fun. I actually also really enjoyed painting these realistic World War II tanks one time. I don't know why, but it was a lot of fun too. So.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Okay, yeah, there you go. Historicals, man. Whenever someone's like, "Hey, do you want to paint my historicals?" Meaning like something from models from history.
Yes.
I'm always like, I kind of recoil a little bit. I do an email with only the disclaimer that I'm like, you should know, we normally do sci-fi fantasy. We glad to do your things, but you gotta understand, you know, we are not intimately familiar with the different types of guns that were issued to the British Army during the various stages of World War II.
Yes.
You know. Like early on, we had a project where the guy got his thing back. He's like, you know, I really loved it. The only thing is, all the gun barrels were painted silver. And as you know, in the late war, the Germans or whoever were using boot black to cover their gun barrels so they couldn't be picked out by snipers. And I'm like,
I like specific instructions.
Hold on, no. You need to see the face that I made. That was the face. Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry for cutting you off.
No, I've been cutting you off. I'm notorious for that, by the way. Well, if you watch my old videos, I'm just talk, and the other person's sitting there not getting a chance.
Well, you know, it might seem like a huge hassle if you send in a project and you're like, I want his hat to be green with red trim, and I want his shirt to be, you know, and you go in super in detail and you have 50 photo references. That's okay with me. I like that because then I know I'm not going to disappoint you if I do it, you know, just following your instructions. But then when the people send in these crazy models, they'll be like, I want it level 6, artist choice and colors. I'm like, oh, I have to think so much more about this now. And then sometimes you get it to them and they're like, yeah, but you know, could I have the thing green instead of blue? And it's like, if you wanted it green instead of blue, you should have said so. Not been like, do whatever you want. And then it's like, this isn't what I wanted. I'm like, send a million pictures, just write too much. If you're like, what should I write? Write everything that you can think of. So I love that. So when they're like, this is the exact World War II tank that I want painted, I'm like, okay, I can find a million pictures of it online. You know, I know exactly what to do. I kind of like that.
Well, this is an interesting point because there's a temperament of the artist. So you have artists that love the artistic license and don't want reference pictures. And then you have clients that are both ways too. So my log dance is to match the right people up with the right type of thing. And at the higher levels of painting, we sort of expect that. And those are the numbers that I put out too. Like clients pay the extra amount because they're role-playing group. Because Vero, so you know, Vero does most of the role-playing game stuff around here. Like, you know, sets of 5 models, sets of 7 models.
Yes, I love
it. Oh, you think that's all, huh? You think you're getting all of them.
If I could help it.
It feels like it, right?
I love that stuff.
All right. By the way, I'm slowly chasing Veronica across the room.
I'm just like...
She keeps moving like an inch or two.
I can't help it.
Now I'm ahead of the game.
There you go.
All right, anyway. Yeah, well, it's like on a TV show. If you look at them, the actors are like 6 inches apart.
Yeah.
That's not a normal way to stand.
No.
And, you know, it's the same.
They're also a lot shorter.
All right, well, do you have anything else you want to bring up, talk about?
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Unless you're watching this video on a day that's not Halloween, then you missed it.
Yeah, you missed it.
So.
Oh, there you go. All right, well, hey, thanks a lot, Vero. I appreciate you. I mean, you do so much. It's really wonderful. And thanks. And thank you all for tuning in. Oh, someone else is here. It's kind of weird. Oh, I think it's a pizza. I timed the pizza delivery to you coming by so I wouldn't miss him.